What's up, guys? I'm Dustin. Welcome to Horror Movie Rewind. Welcome back. In either case, if you've never done so before, really appreciate you hit that like and subscribe below us.
Hope you like what you see.
Yeah, I think it goes without saying, there's going to be spoilers here. But the first thing I'm going to say is, I told you so. Now, we'll get back to that part later. I was kind of amazed how many people in the theater, and it wasn't full. I was kind of surprised by that for a fan screening. I thought, these people should fill up one theater, for that, especially with the giveaway. But I'd say it's probably like 3/4 of the way full. I was surprised by how many people were surprised by things that were given away in the trailer. Stu Macher was like a moment. But it was exactly what the hell I said it was going to be. And that's not my told you so moment, by the way. Yeah, I mean, he was AI. But, people acted as if, even when his name was mentioned to begin with, that, it was, oh, he's coming back. You guys, I guess people don't watch it like I would assume you do, or keep up with, horror, Scream especially. I would expect you and I, So, I mean, it was a more casual fan base than I expected, is what I'm beating around the bush to get at. And that was surprising. And that correlates to several other things that were in the film that were... Trailers aren't always obvious. Things aren't always what they seem. But some of the things that were pretty much, the exact scene in the trailer, people were shocked by it. Now, okay, moving on from that, but I thought that was odd. Secondly, we'll go ahead and cut the shit. I was in the stall taking a piss, and I heard all these people just bummed out. Most people were bummed out leaving the theater. I'm assuming, again, people that kind of were, a little more than casual fans. And I held a sermon, and I was like, look, here's what's going to happen. What I mean by that is, I wasn't wrong at all about Randy Meeks. As a matter of fact, I was more right than I thought I could be. Now, I'm assuming you've seen the film, and if you don't get what I'm saying, then you just need to cut this off right now. Wait till you watch it again. I've said this term before, through Randy Meeks colored glasses, because all they did was tell you that it was going to be Randy Meeks. Now, I don't think anybody would be surprised before or after that there's going to be a Scream 8. There is absolutely no doubt in my mind that there will be now. Biggest question I got is whether or not they'll wait to Scream 9 to reveal him. Because if you go back and watch the videos I put out that nobody else on YouTube, you could look on YouTube. You can still do it right now as I'm filming this. And nobody said anything about Randy Meeks being a culprit in Scream 7. I'm sure they'll pop up after tonight. That may change by the time you see this. But look at timestamps. Anyways, in a lot of my videos, I was beating the floor about it. And I showed a lot of evidence about it. And this movie did nothing but completely... Let me think about what I was going to say because that had been inappropriate. Gave me a back massage with that theory. We can start with one scene in particular, and then we'll work backwards a little bit. So I'm not going to make this much longer. I'm going to drop some things because I've only seen it once, and there's a plenty of shit, but I can't really break it all down. I didn't film the movie, and I don't know how to pirate them, or I would have. I still would have watched it in theaters. Anyways, we'll start with the AI reveal at the end. From what I can remember, you see Dewey, you see Roman, you see Matthew Lillard's character Stu, which was obvious earlier in the film, and maybe one or two others. But you don't see Randy Meeks. He doesn't pop up at all. So there's that. You also have, like I said before, the perfect accomplices. Chad and Mindy once again get superficially attacked, and then you once again see them, live to see another day. Now, while we're on those two, they seem to have a lot darker tone this time, especially when they were in Sydney's house. One thing about that too, they would make the most sense for the attack on Officer Evans. I don't know his title. Anyways, yeah, they had a lot darker tone. And there was so much innuendo about Randy. it was almost like Mystery Science Theater when those two were there, especially in the restaurant. Like they're commenting on it, like basically looking at everyone else like they're amateurs, which is something else I thought before, is that there are other parties involved that don't know that other parties are involved. What I mean by that's Ghostface. I don't really know how that pans out now. That was a theory I had when Sam and Tara were around. But nevertheless, yeah, Chad and Mindy look awful fucking suspect in this movie. And they were around for scenarios where it made sense. And again, yeah, Chad gets stabbed, I think it's 19 or 20 times now. Mindy gets a little like laceration on the abdomen. But the dialogue is chock full of references to Randy. They don't mention him by name very often, like maybe 2 or 3 times, but it's never in context of anything. It's almost like kind of dumbed itself down, this movie, a little bit, but maybe not. My point is, it's absolutely setting up to be at least one more film canon to this plot line, maybe a third. Although, again, if you watch it this way, I don't see how in the shit it could be a surprise, like with one more movie buffered in between to make a trilogy out of it. Again, watch all the videos I put out in the last like 4 or 5 weeks. But yeah, I mean, it's the restaurant bar scene. Like they are literally like saying, guess who we're talking about? Like they use direct quotes from Randy. They're talking about him like they can't say his name, like he's fucking Voldemort or some shit. But I mean, I'm going to see it again on Sunday. I'll make a video then and give you more absolute like examples. But you know, I was more right than I thought I was. I was a film, maybe 2 films too early. I can't see how it would be 2 films later to reveal. But if you can watch this movie and tell me and argue with me and tell me how Randy Meeks is not the mastermind, like I said, he was going to be in this film. That's the only thing I was wrong about. I was too damn right. It's going to be another film at least before that reveal comes out. But it is like, I enjoyed the shit out of it. It's the most fun I've ever had being wrong because I wasn't. I was just too ahead of the curve. Anyways, I'm Dustin. Thanks for watching Horror Movie Rewind.